it's Kelly. How are you? So in today's video we are going to do two things. One, I'm going to talk about my April challenge that I've set for myself and the second is we're going to go through my freezer and figure out what is in there, because I'm not entirely sure. All I know is that it is chockers, and I went to put something in there the other day and had to play Tetris and mix a few things around. I'll show you a before picture pretty quick, but I can tell you right now it actually was much worse yesterday because I had to take some meat out for dinner tonight and I had to take a container of stuff out so I could put something else in there. So it probably, a little bit of it probably looks a bit organized, but the rest of it is pretty messy. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the April challenge that I'm setting for myself. We've just had Mad March where I've done a lot of shopping and stockpiled, for someone who doesn't stockpile, on meat because some things were just too good of a bargain to pass up. So I just grabbed them while I can and knew that I could put them in there and then deal with it in April. Well, the time has now come that the other day I could barely shut the door and I couldn't fit some ice cream in there. Tragedy. And so I figured, yep, it's time to stop shopping for meat and start eating out the freezer. In April we have school holidays, so I don't go out a lot, so this is also why I tend to make sure that we do stock up and shop quite a bit in March. So when the April holidays are here, we can just be home and chill. So in March, I had a look at what we spent, and I'll talk about that in another video, and with some of the meals that we had and things like that. And I'm going to work on the average of $200 a week for 4 people. So it works out to be $50 each person per week. And what I'm going to do is chop that by a quarter, because I believe that we have enough meat and rice, pasta, staples, everything else that we need to make enough meals, that I believe that we could get by with just needing to buy the bread and milk top-ups and only be spending $50 a week. So in April, I have made myself a challenge to only spend $200 to get everything that we need for the month. I have no idea how we're going to go. I love shopping. I love bargains. I have that whole fear of missing out if I don't grab something. So I'm going to try really hard. Probably have to do a little bit of meal planning and work out things that we have and what we need, and really be strategic. With the school holidays coming up, I think they will help, because as I said, we'll be home during the day for a lot of things, so I won't have that temptation of going in and out of the shops all the time. But you know what, I'm always up for a challenge. Yeah, we'll see how we go. Let's go in. Oh my lord. Believe it or not, this freezer actually is a little bit more tidier than it was a couple of days ago, because I was trying to organize some storage and I had to get a few things out for dinner. Yes, I'm nearly finished. But yeah, I'm going to go through, we're going to stock count what's in there and then work out a bit of a meal plan going forward, what we're going to have. These are the frozen eggs that I frozen, the 36 egg challenge, so I need to put them in a bag. But I'm actually going to cook this weekend, so they will be helpful. I freeze half loaf of breads when we're getting to the end in case we ever run out, but I have about 4 half loaves in there, and we have 2 fresh loaves which we're not going to eat all over Easter, so I'm going to throw these out because they're taking up space. Here are the lamingtons that I bought on clearance. I told you if I put them away and in the freezer and hide them, that they'll stay for a while. It looks like, however, someone's gotten to them and cleverly just shoved it back in there. I haven't actually eaten any yet, that will be this weekend. Okay, so I've gone through the entire freezer. There was a lot in there, but actually not as much as I expected. So obviously a lot of it was just completely mismanaged and just shoved in there, as you would have seen from the before and the after. And I have written a list of all the things that we sort of have. I'm going to sit down a bit more thoroughly and go through everything and meal plan and work out what's there. I think we're okay for a week with some of the veggies and stuff that we have, but I'll soon need to go shopping for a few things, so that could be quite interesting with the challenge that I've set for myself. But you know what, we're gonna give it a go. I haven't bought, I was gonna buy a gift card from Coles for like $200, but I don't want to limit myself to just one store, because if I can get something cheaper elsewhere, then I will. And some stores, like my fruit and veg store, they only take cash up to $10. And if I go to Woolworths or Foodlands, well, I want to use a credit card so I can track. So I'm just going to keep a bit of a paper and pen and my receipts in my purse so I can track how I'm going. So let's jump into April and this challenge. If you're doing a similar challenge, I'd love to hear from you. Leave me a comment below. And if you enjoyed watching this video and want to watch the rest of that crazy journey, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell for the notifications every time I upload a video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys soon. Bye.